Hey guys, Ivan here with the Old School Labs, and we are starting this video with a training video of Flex Lewis, or a physique update. Really, you can see his arms, his forearms, the size of this guy right now, and you can see the level of body fat percent and everything. You can see, the shape he's in. And he has a caption to this video. It says, "Be the hammer, not the nail," which doesn't really tell us much about his future plans as far as his future competitions, which is something we are most curious about when you talk about Flex Lewis. As you guys I'm sure know, he cancelled his 2020 Mr. Olympia Open class debut because of a shoulder injury, or rather a surgery. I think he underwent a surgery, and apparently now he's recovered. I don't know if he did it already or he's gonna do it in the future. Apparently he didn't, kept prepping, he stopped training, but now he's apparently back in the gym. If this is a recent video, but why wouldn't it be? I mean, it doesn't look like something from the past. It looks recent. In this video he looks big, right? He looks huge. He looks ripped, he looks vascular, he looks big and everything. He looks spot on. I mean, if he decides to compete in any given show in 2021, I'm sure he can be one of the favorites to win it. I don't know about that. We'll see if he does compete even. I don't know if he's gonna get another special invite for 2021. I don't think so. They gave him one and he didn't use it. Big Ramy utilized it properly. He won the damn thing. I don't think they're gonna give it to Flex again in 2021. So I think this time around he should. He definitely should try and earn it. If he gets special invite again, for free without trying to qualify, I think a lot of fans would be triggered, so I don't think they would do that. We'll see about that though, but he has a caption to this video. It says, "Be the hammer, not the nail." Is he referencing that he's doing reverse grip curls, which are targeting the same muscle as hammer curls? I don't think that's stupid, but honestly, he's not giving us any information about his future plans, and that's something we are most curious about. I don't know what are his plans for 2021. Hopefully he will compete. He will try and qualify for the Mr. Olympia and compete over there and, be in that top 6, top 7. I don't know how well he can do. I mean, we saw Hadi coming from 212 and dominating that stage, taking the 3rd spot and not looking at his best, not looking the way he looked at the Vancouver Pro. So I don't know, maybe Flex can, be in the top 3 like Hadi. We'll see. He was able to beat Hadi before, so that tells us something. Anyways, we'll see about that. Alright, next is gonna be a story that Ian Valliere made. Ian Valliere, who is 7th at the Mr. Olympia, he's an open bodybuilder obviously, he's a coach and he's a brother-in-law of Chris Bumstead, and he's coaching Chris. And a lot of people asked him, should Chris move to the open since he grew a lot? Maybe he could do some damage in the open. And here is Ian's answer to this question, and it was reposted by official RX Muscle. And it started quite a large debate, as it usually happens at RX Muscle. A lot of people are, jumping in those arguments, and a lot of people get blocked during these conversations, myself included, many times. It can get heated at his account. If they ask something, be careful what you say to these pro bodybuilders, because they get butthurt so easily and they block you. It happened to me so many times on my personal profile, because that's the one where I don't hold my tongue back. I say whatever I mean, and I'm not being offensive, never. I'm just giving my honest opinion, and these guys, they tend to block me when they see I'm right. So be careful what you say to them. If you're right, don't say it, or you're gonna get blocked. So let's go. Let's read what Ian has to say right here, and he says, by the way, yeah, I'm a big fan of Ian. I watch Fouad Abiad's podcast, and I love it when Ian is there. I like the guy. I like his personality. He's a smart guy. He's very rational. So here is his response about Chris moving to the open. He says, okay, lots of people ask this, and all I can answer back is why? Why would Chris ever switch? He's winning Olympias. He's staying healthier, being smaller, and he's undoubtedly one of, if not the most popular physiques on the planet with the physique he has now. What will he accomplish by switching other than potentially compromising health, especially for Chris with an existing autoimmune disease? You could say prize money, but you clearly don't know how much money Chris makes. If you think some extra prize money once a year would be incentive enough for that, or at all. And also, I don't think he would be top 5 at the in open, so he probably wouldn't even be making any more prize money Anyways, lol. So this started a big debate, and a lot of people have different opinions. Me personally, what I think, I agree with Ian, of course. I have to. I mean, this is just common sense. It's logical. And also, I have an info. I can't talk about it, but I know that Chris is making a lot of money from only one sponsor. It's crazy amount of money. So he's making a lot. He doesn't consider moving to the open because of money. No. The only reason why he should ever consider it is because that's the division. Like, that's the ultimate division. You know, Arnold used to do it, and everybody since Mr. Olympia started. Classic Physique is only 4-5 years old at this point, so it's a young division, you know. But he is the face of it. He's making it grow, and he is doing so well in it. And if he did the Open, me personally, I also don't think he would be that good, you know, to be in like top 5, top 6 ever. Not with those arms. No, I don't think so. He can grow. Like, this guy can grow so fast. He has so much. I mean, he has crazy genetics, so much growth potential. He's growing and he's not even pushing the envelope too hard. So he also has 10 more pounds, you know, to grow into the classic physique. And he can actually lose some muscle from the legs. It wouldn't be a disaster. His legs are huge. If you ask me, maybe a little bit oversized. So he can lose some mass from the legs and add to the back. I guess back is also good enough now. To the arms, mainly. So he can add like 15 pounds to the arms, and that would be like just perfection. And I also listened to Chris talking about this, and he has no intentions to growing more than those 10 pounds. I think he thinks he's cooked, like he's right out of the oven. I mean, that's it. He is done. He's almost done. If he grew any more, he would ruin his flow. That's it for his physique. And I absolutely agree. And I don't think he would do much better in the Open. Even though, yeah, it's the ultimate division. I love it more than Classic, for sure. It's a bigger division, it's more popular one, it's more important one, you know, call it whatever you want. You guys know what's the difference between Open and this new division, Classic Physique. It's a physique division, kind of. I mean, it's bodybuilding as well, but it's called physique. It's not the same as Open bodybuilding. Still, I definitely do think Chris should stay in Classic, and I'm pretty certain that he is not even considering moving out of it. He'll definitely stay there and dominate for as long as he wants. Really, I don't see anybody beating him in future, in near future. Who knows what can happen in like a little bit more distant future? Maybe some freaks will show up. As for now, he's pretty secure in that top spot right there. Alright, next we have Brandon Curry with a photo that hasn't been seen before. It's from his prep files for 2020 Mr. Olympia, which he lost to Big Ramy. I don't know at what point this photo was taken, but he was bigger and fuller. And this is what I was talking to you guys about in my previous video about Brandon Curry. Did he improve in 2020? So I said that he was more conditioned, but he wasn't bigger and fuller. And he did not expect to be fighting Ramy for that win. He was playing Phil Heath's game, so that's why he went for conditioning. It was nice to see him ripped, but his legs suffered. They weren't as full, and that's why he lost to Big Ramy. Honestly, guys, if he came like this, something like this is, I think, the right amount of conditioning and good fullness. I think if he showed up just like this here, and maybe a little bit more carved up, I don't know, maybe this was a high carb day, high water and everything, so he looked full. He looks really full here. Maybe it's a good pump as well, I don't know, but he looks really good here. And I think like this, he would have bigger chances against Big Ramy. Could he beat Big Ramy? Yeah, sure. I don't think it was a big difference between the top two. I don't think Big Ramy really blew Brandon out of the water. I think his lower back, Big Ramy's lower back, wasn't really that good, and Brandon is just amazing in that region. And also, I think Big Ramy's conditioning wasn't as sharp as Brandon's. He beat him because he was decently conditioned and he dwarfed him. So if Brandon brought this conditioning, which is also amazing conditioning, I think it's better than Big Ramy's. And, you know, it is kind of maturity in details and everything, small waist, nice flow, really beautiful physique. And with fuller legs, he would have bigger chances. I don't know if he would beat him, but it would be closer. And I think he knows that. That's why he's posting this. He's saying, look, guys, I was bigger and I was full and I was shredded at this point. And I didn't compete like this. I went for conditioning because I was fighting Phil Heath. He didn't know. He had no idea that this is going to be Big Ramy's year. So I think he lost this because of being focused on a wrong competitor. But who could know this? Who could expect Big Ramy to bring it finally? So I understand his game plan. It was wrong though, but he didn't know that. And I think if he showed up like this, he would have bigger chances. He would. I don't know. I'm not saying he would place better. I'm not saying he would win it necessarily, but he would look better. He would look more competitive against Big Ramy. I think he would get more call-outs against him. It would probably be just two of them in that top two, and that would be interesting. That would be more interesting, but it didn't happen, and it is what it is. And talking about Big Ramy, he also just posted a physique update of his prep files for 2020 Mr. Olympia 10 days out. Now we know when this happened. And also he adds a hashtag panic mode and also number 16. So he is the 16th Mr. Olympia. And also panic mode, that's referencing something to RX Muscle, to Dave Palumbo, who said something about Big Ramy and Chad Nichols are being in panic mode because Big Ramy is not ready on time and they're trying to fix his conditioning and stuff like that, which was not true. No, it wasn't. I listened to Chad Nichols' interview. Big Ramy was ready a long time ago. Though I also heard that Big Ramy has been suffering really bad to get this conditioned. And here you can see that he got really lean. Like, he is ripped here. There isn't a lot of fat, but he just doesn't have those deep cuts, deep details. And that's the quality of muscle that he has. No maturity, and I don't think this is kind of maturity that comes with time. It's kind of maturity that you are either born with or not. So maybe we shouldn't even call it maturity. Maybe we can just call it the density of the muscle, or like the separation, the way the muscle is shaped. I don't know what you're gonna call it, but he doesn't have it. And he is insanely big. He is really big, and he got lean, and he has everything. Like, he has the symmetry, the proportions, decent. I mean, lines that are good enough and everything, the most complete package on that stage. He absolutely deserved that victory, but if some of the other guys were a little bit better, they could have taken him out. I don't think he's a dominant champion, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to defend his title next year. We'll see though, but I wouldn't be too secure if I was him. Anyways guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like it. If you want to see more, subscribe to this channel. All the best guys, and keep it old school.